Hello, I'm Seth Johnson with the Fleece Fox Studio. Today I've got the Manfrotto Xpro Ball Head and the 055 Pro 3 tripod, the aluminum version. Let's begin with the tripod and then we'll move on to the ball head. Has quite a sleek design here. Rubber handles for whenever it's cold outside, or I imagine also whenever it's hot. So the legs have stops on them, so they'll only go to a certain point unless you pull this lever down, and then you can extend them past that point all the way up to a 90 degree here, and you can hear them clicking as they go back down. Let's go ahead and get this set up to its first position here. Alright, so you can see that the legs will open to that point and then stop. The legs have these nice adjustable clamps here, and you can tell definitely whenever they've clicked in because they snap quite nicely. There's a very easy slide, and once it's locked into place, it's not going anywhere. Now, just like any tripod leg, if you get your finger behind here, it's going to snap it pretty good, so just be mindful of that. Taking a look at the top up here, there's a level that goes all the way around, and it's coated in rubber here, so you can see at any point if your tripod is level or not. When you turn this knob here, it opens up the slide so you can bring this up. And there's a button underneath this that allows the tripod to go up even further and turn into position. So you can lock in like this. This is what the button looks like on the bottom. It is plastic, but I doubt you need anything else than that for a button. So let's see what happens when you lock this into place. Yeah, very, very locked. Nothing happens now. Okay. So there's a groove we have to find to get this to go back down. Ha! There it is. So the arrow is this little indentation here, so it's actually quite easy to see. So there's no real hassle with getting that back to where it should be. And it's actually above this leg, so you know that at least to look for that whenever you get that back into place. One thing I can tell that I like is that this rubber piece that comes around here with the level, actually, if it makes contact with the tripod, like if you dropped it accidentally, it's rubber. So it's going to ease that landing there. So that's nice. Now on the side here, there's this rubber piece that allows you to access this threaded screw here, and that's for accessories. So for an example of how I would extend this top piece here, loosen this knob, push up, and of course you can lock into place anywhere along this track, but to go all the way up, push the button up underneath here, which flips this out, and then you can turn it and slide it to the side, and then find the place you want, and then lock that into place. Okay. Plop that back down, lock it down here. Checking out the threads up here, I'm going to unscrew this piece and it exposes those threads. That's just a protection there. Let's take a look at this tripod extended here. So I'm going to pop the legs. They're quite long, longer than I'm used to on my other tripod. Get all of these popped here. Definitely slides quickly. It's actually about a foot taller than I'm used to. It's kind of nice. So for a comparison, I'm standing up straight here, and I'm 5'11", so this is almost at head high. So once you put your ball on there and then the camera, it's right at eye level for me. But then, of course, you've got the extension here that can go up this high, and that puts this already well over 6 foot. So very nice and tall. Let's take a look at the leg positions now. So I'm going to pull these tabs and bring them all the way up to the almost 90 position. Now obviously, in order for this to touch the ground, this piece has got to come up. Now it's just barely out. So you can see that is pretty well 90 degrees here. And so if you wanted to actually get to the ground, you'd pull this up and you can actually see that this is at, I'd say that's somewhere around 4 to 5 inches off the table here. So you can definitely lock this down right at the ground. Wally likes it, don't you, Wally? Well, that covers the tripod pretty good. Now let's take a look at the Xpro Ball Head. There it is. Very sleek and shiny. So I'm just going to walk around it here and show you all the features. So first I'm seeing the top plate here. You have to hold down this lever and push this piece in, and that pops it up. Okay. Under here you've got the ability to tighten down your camera. Seems like it's all metal and well made. So now there is a difference between this side and this side. If you'll see, there's this little indentation piece, and that has to go in there first. So then you just pop it down and it's locked tight. There are 2 levels, one here and one here. That way, no matter which direction this is facing, it'll always have the option to see if it's level. Okay, that's the top plate there. Now let's move on to the actual ball, and that's controlled by this lever here. So I'm going to loosen this quite a lot, and now the ball up top moves freely. So you can go all the way to a 90 degree right there. And now that it's loose, we can move over here to this knob, which is the tension. So if I turn that, it moves very slowly here. Or if I loosen it really far, it's very fluid. So come in handy. Also, if you don't like the way this is positioned here, you can pull it forward and turn it so it will lock down in a different spot. And that also happens on the pan here, where you can pull that out and move it where you want. When this is loosened, this down here spins freely all the way 360 forever and ever. So then you can just tighten it back up and you're done there. Let's go ahead and get the ball head mounted on here. So I'm going to unscrew this rubber protector, and then I'm just going to make sure everything's locked down, and I'm going to screw this onto that screw there. Okay, so make sure this is reasonably tight on here. And now there's one more step. Underneath here there's a set screw that I'm going to be using a screwdriver to tighten, and that'll make sure that this doesn't ever just accidentally unscrew while it's being used. Hard to get a good angle to show you this step because it's really tucked under here, but I'm just going to tighten that. Doesn't have to be super tight, just enough that it's never going to come unscrewed by itself. And there we have it. Very nice design. I'm liking it a lot. So next I'm going to get the 7D here and plop it on here so you can see what it looks like with that camera. So I have the 7D attached here with the plate, and you can see that it's on there really well, and it's very low profile. I like that. So the instructions said to mount it this way so that when it comes on here it will pop into place. Okay, very nice. So that seems to be in there pretty tight. Yeah, no movement. I like it. Let's see what it's like to loosen the head here and then move this thing around. Very cool. It's going to take some getting used to, since I'm used to having the handle on the tripod here from this old Velbon. Well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and first look of the Manfrotto 055 Xpro 03 tripod and the Xpro Ball Head. I really like it so far and can't wait to use it out in the field. Thanks for watching. I'm Seth Johnson with Fleece Fox Studio, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Good job, Wally. Good job.